Welcome to The Cup, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality, and you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm David Healy, and I don't have a cute intro, but I do have a cute shirt. I have my very first drag shirt I ever bought, and it is my favorite drag queen. It is Shea Coulee. It says Shady Kool-Aid, and it has the
Oh,
Kool-Aid man there, or the Kool-Aid woman. I don't,
her.
and it has a signature.
Ew.
Yes. But I currently am just drinking on some water right now.
It's the last of it.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, everybody, it is me, Lana, your resident evil diva, and I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because I loves me some tea. Her. I too am just currently drinking on the last remnants of some water here because hydration apparently is important, but not important for me to finish a bottle of water in one sitting. But what I do have that's really important is my cup mug. Uh-huh. Panel full of cup mugs. Panel full of cup mugs. Do. Okay. That's enough. That's enough of that. That's enough of that. Hey, my light did not want to turn off in that moment. It was like, no, it's not enough of that. But you can get your cup mug or any of our beautiful cup merch at lanagcreations.etsy.com. That link will be in the description below. And we do ship internationally and domestically here in the United States and Canada and Mexico, so there are no excuses. So get your cup merch. Period.
Well, we might be winding down on this season. I don't know. It's hard to say, but I think we might almost be done. What do you think?
I think we're pretty much done after this week. I think this week
Mm-hmm.
and next week we're probably it. It
Mm-hmm.
feels like it. I think they're winding down. We have gotten some eliminations have happened. Some people have gone. I still think we're gonna have a surprise winner of someone who just never left the house. But that's just me. That's just me.
Yep. But we'll get into it. We'll get into our theories, I'm sure, as we go along. But we do have some housekeeping things to take care of. So
Oh,
why don't you
absolutely.
tell everybody what they got to do?
If you know what you got to do, you need to just subscribe to this channel. If you have not subscribed to this channel, and this is your first time watching David and I talk about Dragon House rules, hello, welcome, thanks for watching. And while you're here, hit the subscribe button down below. It's free, it costs you nothing, and we would appreciate it because we're on a mission on all of our channels to get 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. On this channel, 1,000 more subscribers by the end of the year. And on our other channel, we're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. So go to all of our channels. All the links will be in the description below in our link tree. Hit the link tree. You can subscribe to this channel and all of our other channels. If you're a fan of competitive reality television, if you're a fan of Eurovision Song Contest, or if you're a fan of WWE Wrestling, we have channels for you. Also, our audio podcast links is in the description below, so you can check that out if you need to check us out on the go. Because we don't mind you listening to us on your way to work, or your way to school, or your way to on a date, or on your way to the store, wherever you got to go, and you want to listen to podcasts. Come listen to us. Go click that link so you can follow us on all of our audio podcast links. And our Patreon is open for you to join. We got a lot of fun things coming your way, and we got a lot of fun things already there. So go check out our audio podcast. Our Patreon, so you can join us in our Patreon and see all the fun things we do. And we're not talking about Drag House rules because we do other things besides talking about this. So check us out. And then, yeah, follow us on all our
Mhm.
things. Period.
Do it. Do it.
Do
I
it
don't know why you
now.
haven't already.
You should have been did it.
Hmm. Should we start off by shouting out Tammy Brown, who apparently watched our last video? The
Shock,
legend, the icon.
the moment. Like, come on now.
Yep. I guess somebody with the social media team for Drag House Rules also watched because we got some follows on Instagram from the official Drag House Rules account. So thank you all for checking us out.
We appreciate you. And we have enjoyed um, talking about the show. So if
Hmm.
anybody want to come on and talk
Yeah,
Drag House Room with us, we would love that. So
gladly.
gladly reach out to us.
But let's get into this episode. So we start
Yes.
off in the morning. Bitch tells us that she was getting a weird vibe from Claymore last night.
Mm-hmm.
Could it be the conversation that he had with the producer or the network?
Maybe. Mm, maybe.
Could be. But somebody else is upset too. It is Tammy Brown.
Tammy. Tammy's
hmm
mad. Somebody didn't cut her doll's
hmm
hair. Like, who did that? Who would decimate her dolls like what? Like that?
An
I mean,
evil demon child would do that. Rock.
they rock 'em, sock 'em, soccer. We know rock. We saw you.
We
We
saw
saw
you.
you. We saw you,
We didn't see you
girl.
this episode though.
No,
This is the first one where it's like, okay, it actually is starting to feel like a small cast because we don't get any Rock, we don't get any Silky, we don't get any Manila.
no.
Right?
I
Right,
know. Like
Lily?
shockingly, Lily. Like, how dare they not have vanilla? Like, that's
I could have
Lily's favorite.
sworn I saw a clip on social media where Silky was coming back to the house.
I mean, maybe that's next week.
Maybe. But I
I
was
mean,
like,
because honestly, Silky did not get
right.
eliminated, so she technically could walk back in the house. So I wouldn't mind that.
Mhm. But we do find out that we're going to have a challenge today. Claymore gathers the final four and lets them know that they're going to be doing a talent show. And I'm like,
But
yay, a talent show.
but not a talent show like you think, David.
Oh, really?
No, they're not doing the talent. They're going to be coaching the people from the senior citizens home to do the talent for them.
Okay. That should be an
Mhm.
interesting twist. I think
Mm,
Laganja asked Tammy if she ever walks the elderly in nature, which is a throwback to a quote from her All Star season.
mhm.
But yeah, I was very intrigued by this, and then I immediately remembered the season preview, and I'm like, oh, I saw one of these talents in the season preview, so I knew
Mm.
I kind of knew who was going to win just based on that alone.
Yeah, I don't watch spoilers or trailers of it. I was just like, you want me to watch this show and talk about it with you, David? Sure. Send it to me, let's watch it. And that's what we do. I just watch it. I don't know trailers, spoilers, I don't watch any of
Sure.
that. So I was all into it.
Yeah. And we do find out from Claymore that the winning. Maybe I misunderstood this. I heard the winning queen will be safe from elimination.
Yeah, I heard that too. But then that is not what eventually it was. But
Yeah.
yeah, they switch a rude on us at the end. I was like,
Mhm.
what?
They did.
But
They bring out the four contestants that will be getting the coaching, I guess, from our
hmm
all stars here. And they do this in such a random way. They just randomly, one at a time, get up and claim their person. And I'm like,
like
Drag Race would never.
would never. They're like, I want this person.
Yep.
Okay, well then I want this person. It was so funny.
Yeah. Tammy gets up first and she claims Donnie. She likes his serial killer vibe.
Hmm
Then we have Bitch. She gets up and she picks Mikey. She wanted the sad one.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes.
Jujubee gets up. She says, I'm taking you, Miss Thing, who we find out is Helen.
Mm-hmm.
And then Laganja, she goes up and gets the last person, Agnes, by default. And she's like, it's okay. It's okay because you were last picked. They're going to have low expectations and we're going to swoop in there and win this.
Very motivational
Yeah.
of Laganja.
We'll see if that works out for her.
We'll see. We'll see.
um, but then what happens? Oh, Juju, she's talking to Helen. She keeps calling her a different name, like
Every single
frequently.
time. Every single time. And Helen is
Poor
like, it's Helen.
Mhm.
She
Um,
has Helen making her drinks.
right. And I was confused by this. I'm like, what's in that drink, Juju? I know you're sober. Is that an
Right.
alcoholic drink? Have you fallen off the wagon? Uh,
She
but
said
yeah,
she liked it.
she has a plan though. She's like, we're never gonna win because I'm gonna show Helen how to do a bunch of different things that don't have anything to do with her talent.
No.
So
And
it's
she's like, and I'm gonna lose. She's gonna lose, and I'm gonna go home. Great. And I'm
mhm,
like, wait, I thought that wasn't the case. In that moment, I was like, what do you mean you lose, you go home? That's
right.
not what he said. He said the winner is safe. Okay.
Yep.
Keep, I was then confused like, from that moment on. I'm like, okay.
Me too. And then we get a kind of like a sneak peek through a door at Pitch Puddin and her guy, and they're like doing some weird chant thing. And I'm like, oh, what is this gonna be? What is and then Bitch just stares at the camera, like gives this death glare, and I'm like, oh, okay. Uh she's sticking with her wheelhouse, I guess.
Witchcraft, sorcery, and
Mhm.
whatever she said. I was
And
like,
sodomy.
and sodomy.
How
Yeah.
could you forget that part?
Oh yeah, because I really tried to forget this whole
Yeah.
part. Honestly, I was like, yeah, no.
hmm we see Laganja with Agnes. She's trying to figure out what can you do. So she's
Right.
asking her, and poor Agnes is like, "Well,
I can't do any of that. It's like you
yeah,
sing, you dance, you no,
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 but I have a
can't.
Bible."
It's like we'll work with that. We'll work with
Yeah.
that.
And then we get a quote from Laganja, which cracked me up. She says, "Why are the elderly always bringing me down? They're so dry, kind of like your vagina."
No.
Which anytime we get throwbacks to like iconic quotes from any of these queens, I'm kind of living for it.
Mhm. Mhm.
Mhm. Then we see Helen cooking. Juju tells her not to overcook. Don't overcook that steak. What temperature should it be?
Medium, chef.
Yeah. And then she tries to leave, and Juju's like, "What do you say?" "Yes, chef."
Yeah, yes, chef.
Like, oh, I'm not used to this side of Juju B.
Right. Like, and so Claymore was like, "What are you?" Just trust the process. I'm like, oh, okay, all right.
hmm then we see Bitch Puddin telling her person that they're going to do a magic show. He says,
I don't know magic.
right, uh, you're going to do it and you're going to like it.
I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna like it. He's
Mm.
trying to grab the breast again. She's like, no, 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 no. We're not
Yeah,
here for that.
this is
Because
where I saw like Dom Bitch really come out, and I'm like, she's trying to make him very submissive and kind of
yes,
like a cuck. I don't know. I don't know. It's
yeah. She said it.
fascinating.
She was like the dom. You've never
Dummy
had
mommy.
a, or you never really had a dummy mommy before. He was like, no, no, and so she was like, I'm gonna show you what like what is what, and he's like, you're gonna do it and you're gonna like it. I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna like it, and it's just like, okay.
Mhm. Then we cut to Tammy, and she's teaching her guy how how to put on a record. Like he's doing this like motion thing of putting a record down, and we she tells us, oh, he's related to one of the people that killed the Sharon Tate, did the Sharon Tate murders. So I'm
Hmm.
going to try to bring up things that will traumatize him and bring all of this back to the surface. Uh, and I'm like, what in the world? She wants him to feel bad about it. um, and the producers, they're talking to Tammy. And they're like, wait, so he's related to the people who did the Sharon Tate murders?
That's what I heard in my dream, or that's at least what I saw in my dream last night.
Yeah. She says some people dream about Guadalupe.
Right, Guadalupe. I was like, oh, Tammy is so wild
I know.
and so reckless. Her mouth is so reckless. I
I
kind of
never
love
get
it.
tired of her.
Never. Like she could just talk foolishness. I jumped on Tammy's live on TikTok this past week,
Mhm.
and
Did she have
she
her
was
dolls?
she was making a doll.
Yes.
She literally was making a doll on the live, and it was so wild. And I was just like, I think I listened to her for a good 45 minutes. Like I didn't have nothing else to do with my day and nothing to do with my time. It was just she was just she was just talking and rambling and talking, and I was just sitting there enthralled. I was like, Lana, you have
Mhm.
other things to do. Why are you listening to Tammy Brown talk? Just funny. But it was so funny, David. It was
Mhm.
so funny. I was like, this is Tammy all the time. Like, if she is like this all the time, my God.
She is, yeah. I don't remember somebody I was listening to. Oh, I think it was Joey Nolfi. He does drag race recaps for. No, was it him or was it somebody? It might have been Joseph Shepard. One of them, they were talking about what's the strangest interview you did, and they're like, "Oh, it was Tammy Brown for sure." And I'm like, "That checks."
That checks. I would love to just talk to her and be like, just do Tammy and say Tammy things, and I will love it.
Mhm.
Whatever.
But we see her doing this weird hand motion thing with him. Well, like they did a thing at their face, and then he has to go, ha, or something like that. Ha.
Ah, and
And
she goes,
then
okay.
she's like, do it like Elvis.
He said, oh, hey, baby.
And she's like, I don't like that.
And she like, that's good, but no, not what I asked for. I'm like, oh, sorry. Huh.
Mhm.
It was so funny because wait, my favorite part about the record was when she was like, put the record on. He's like, and what's that? Which way does the record go? He's like, this way. But what way do we want it to go?
Mhm.
Backwards.
Yeah, I got to
And
get the helter
why do we want to get backward? So we can get the helter skelter.
skelter.
Was
Exactly.
dying. Baby, I love Tammy. She's so funny to
She is.
me.
I was very much into the Beatles when I was
Mm-hmm.
young, and they have the
Mm-hmm.
song Helter Skelter, which is about, I think, a roller coaster in Russia, I
Mm-hmm.
think. But I did find out, like when I was a kid, that
Mm-hmm.
Charles Manson was inspired by the uh, the song Helter Skelter by the Beatles and his little clues that he was picking up from it. So I'm like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
well, don't ruin my
Well,
childhood.
right, please don't ruin it, Charles. But I
Yeah.
like the way people play. If you just play it backwards, it goes to something else.
Hmm.
I love it. But
Yeah.
yeah.
But we finally go to the talent show, and first up is Tammy and her guy Donnie.
Mm-hmm.
So first, okay, I was a little confused by this one. He goes behind like this cardboard sign,
The
I guess,
stand.
that
It's
says
the
the stand.
yes, his witness stand.
Oh, it's the witness stand. Okay, I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't sure if that's what it, because I'm like, I guess Charles Manson did go to the
Yeah,
witness stand.
witness stand. Yeah, he was doing a monologue from Charles
Hmm.
Manson on the witness stand, and so yeah, that was funny
Yeah,
to me.
he was actually doing well.
He was good. He did well until he was like lying.
Line.
But I was like, okay, that was a
Hmm.
monologue, and if he's acting a monologue, he did really well.
Hmm. We didn't get to see any of the record though,
No,
or
because
any of the hand motions.
Claymore cut him off. I
Hmm.
think that was coming next. He was like, all right, then thank you. I was like, we didn't finish. We didn't see what else he was gonna do. But
Yeah, he
Claymore's a
gives him a
hater.
long handshake too. I'm like, this is. Have you ever had one of those long handshakes? And I'm like, this is going on too long.
Too
Why
long.
are we
Yes.
still holding hands?
Holding hand. Yes, I absolutely have. And I'm like, "Mm,
Hmm.
yeah, like please stop shaking my hand. It's
Yeah,
very uncomfortable."
it is. Yeah, and Lagunja's like, oh yeah, he's definitely on the FBI's most wanted list. Poor Donnie.
Oh man.
And then we have our next person, and that is Mikey. So we see her giving him like
Pep
a
talk.
pep
Pep
talk.
talk. Hmm.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. But he starts doing his magic, and Tammy's just kind of heckling him as he goes along. And he, my favorite part was when he's like, "You, sir,
You are
was your number
two.
two?"
How do you know that? But it was
Uh,
so funny to me. It's
mhm.
like it because Tammy is all about conspiracy theories, and she's like, "You are you in my brain? How do you know what?" Oh, so funny. And so then he was like, "I'm gonna disappear," and he throws the curtain up and he disappears. And Laganja's like, "That's amazing!" Her and Jujuby are like, "Oh my gosh!" Oh, and then he comes behind him like, "Ah!" They're like, "Oh!"
Have you ever seen any of those videos of people doing that to
Yes,
dogs?
the
And the
dogs or
dogs
their
are like,
kids.
"Oh, I've never seen those."
Oh, you see them doing the babies, they do it, and the babies start crying because they think that this is
Oh.
so funny. But the pets are funny. The pets are funny.
Mm. Well, our next person we see Juju.
Oh
She's giving. Oh,
wait, because we had Bitch was like, did he scare you? Did your pants? And she's like,
oh
I
yeah,
smell. She's like, because I smell it.
I smell it.
I was like,
Oh, I gotta
oh,
love
so
bitch.
funny. Gotta love her. Gotta
um,
love her.
but now we see Juju giving
Hmm.
her talk to Helen, and she says, "If you waste this, I'll give you all of the toffee candy your hearts can handle."
Your purse can handle because you
Oh, is that
stuff
what
them
she
all
said?
in your purse. Yeah, because old
um,
people we like to stuff candies in our purse. Mhm.
exactly. That makes sense. Helen tells her to pull herself together. They are women of class and taste, so act like it. Bam. It
Back
wouldn't
to-
be a drag TV show if somebody doesn't get a fake slap.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah. So Helen goes up. She has these big fans. Like they're like, what are they called? They're
They're,
fans.
they're like a fan, but with a tail on it.
Yeah, with a tail. I'm like, oh, that's got a long train that goes along.
Right. She's just like, ooh, ooh.
Hmm. I
But
was super into what she was doing. She was making
me
some
too.
crazy, like intense faces too. Like,
Oh,
let's do it, Lana. Let's do it.
okay. And she'll bring it around and she'll wrap it around it. Oh, oh, and wrap it around it. Oh, it's like, okay. And then out of nowhere came knives.
Mm-hmm. PD came
And
out with them.
she was
Oh no,
like,
no, she
ah,
had them.
she
He
had
came out with
them.
a target.
Right. And then she was like, I'm gonna go across the net. Then she was swinging around. And then she's like, telling Juju to come here. Come on. And she's like, no. She's like, come on. No. Come on. So everybody's like, go, go. So Juju goes up there and PD hands her the target. Now she's like, no, I don't want to hold this target. And she's turned around and Helen is and it hits right at the target. And she's like,
Yep.
it was
That's the
quite
clip that was
impressive.
in the season trailer that I saw was the knife going right in the target that Juju was holding.
It was quite impressive, I will say. I was like, okay, Helen, eat
Yeah,
up.
it was. But let me tell you, anytime I see somebody licking a knife, it is so unsettling to me. It creeps me out. I just imagine like blood just pouring out of your tongue. Oh.
Uh-huh. Yeah, 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 yeah.
But we finally get to our last contestant, and that is Agnes, Laganja's person. And she introduces her, and she's going to sing what Laganja calls the rugged cross. I'm like, isn't this called the old rugged
Old
cross?
rugged cross. Hmm.
I'm like, Lana's gonna know this song. I know this song. I grew up with this.
I did this song, and when she was singing, I was like, okay, on a
Hmm.
hill far away, stood that old rugged cross.
Bitch is like, this feels like God's waiting room, which may have been one of my favorite
One of
lines.
my favorite lines in this whole episode. I was like, not God's waiting room. Which, wait, and then my favorite part of this, she's like, and I'll cherish the old rugged cross till I realize I will sing to the old rugged cross. I want someday exchange for a someday exchange for a
Crown.
crown. I'm like, not you just missing the one word. You
And there
sang
was
the whole song.
right. How you forget that one word?
The one
She
word of
she
crown.
didn't need a crown. That's the thing is she doesn't have that vanity, so she's like, oh,
No,
but there
but
was
we
like one line where she just sang very powerfully, and
yes,
Juju just clutches her pearls. She's like,
she's.
oh.
I was like, well, and we'll talk about the end. So I was like, oh, okay, okay,
Mhm,
Agnes, you did your thing. You did your thing with that one. You only missed one word, but you recovered and you came back around.
mhm.
It was just a reprise. That's all she was doing.
Exactly. And she wasn't bad. Juju's like, she's going home. Wait, did she throw this?
And I was like, what? What?
Yeah.
She
I was like,
wasn't the
that's not what happens, Juju B. Just because you're the worst doesn't mean
Mhm.
you go home. That just means you're
Right.
not safe.
But
Claymore comes out. And he takes it. It takes him a couple takes to get it right. I like that we're just seeing his bad takes.
mm-hmm.
Let's do that again. But then he announces the person who is going to be going home because they did not do well enough is Laganja.
Look out, Joe. I was like, Agnes didn't do that bad.
Right.
Aw.
Poor Agnes.
Poor Agnes.
Poor actress that plays Agnes.
Agnes, right?
Yep. So he tells her, you need to go pack your stuff and leave. Oh, and now we got a mystery solved. Because last week I was what is Anna Nova? What is Anna Nova? And I
Mm-hmm.
even River, one of our panelists, we were talking about it, and I'm like, River, is Anna Nova like a weed thing? And she's like, I don't know. But we find out because Laganja gives Tammy her Anna Nova. She says that it's eyelid and eyelash cleansing spray for daily lash care. Use it twice daily. It removes micro bio like all. She has this whole like spiel of things it does.
They're like, are you sponsored by Ananova?
No.
Because you're supposed to ask permission for that.
Oops.
It's like, that's so funny. And in the credits, we see Ananova. Thanks, special thanks to Ananova, which
Is it
cracked me
real?
up. Yeah, I think
Because I
so.
tried Googling it and I could not find it. Maybe
I
I
don't
just
know.
don't.
Or maybe they just put that in there just to see if people were watching the actual credits, because I do watch the credits to see what stuff they throw in there. But I don't know if Ananova is real or not.
I'm not seeing it. Maybe I just don't know how to spell it. If you know if Anna Nova is a real thing, please let us know in the comments.
I mean, my lashes are tragic anyway, so I would not know anything about lash upkeep.
Yeah. I trim my eyelashes because eyelashes are too feminine. Isn't that the thing that the streets are doing now?
I can't with you right now.
That's what they're doing. There are clips of straight guys, wild straight guys, shaving off their eyelashes because they don't want to be too feminine. I'm like, those are there for a reason.
I'm about to say eyelashes keep the dust out of your eyes. Oh my god.
Yep.
Oh my god. See, straight men are stupid.
They
Can't. I
they are.
can't. If they are out there literally shaving their eyelashes or cutting their eyelashes, I am done. Because hello, and for all these people who want to say, these Christian people like, oh, God made us perfect, and I don't know why. And you're out there trimming your eye. If
Mm-hmm.
God didn't want us to have eyelashes, He wouldn't have gave them to you.
Yep.
Every part of the body has a purpose. Eyelashes keep the dirt out of your eye. Okay.
These
That's
are
so
also
crazy.
the same guys that don't wash their butthole in the
Right.
shower because it's
Because
too
that's too
gay.
gay. That's too gay. Like, okay, then sit there and have butt and sit there, sit up there scratching, wonder why your butt itch, because
Right.
you don't wash it. You nasty.
Yep.
Nasty. They got skid marks in their drawers, and girls be like, ew. Because guess what, straight men, we do talk about your skid marks in your drawers if we see them. We talk about them all the time because we look for that. And we're like, ew.
Mm-hmm.
He has skid marks. He don't know how to wash his butt good. So absolutely not.
Yep.
We don't sleep with guys with skid marks.
But we do see Laganja leaving, and she
Hmm.
tells everybody, "Live the high life." Oh, crrr.
Oh,
Um,
I love
and
it.
then bitch reveals to Jujubee that she put a hex on her, and she's never leaving the house. I'm like, or bitch, that could come back to bite you if you want to win.
All
And
right.
maybe Jujubee's not going to go now, and you're going to go instead.
Mm,
Hopefully not. We'll
mm.
see. And then over the credits, we see a producer.
We
What
we hear.
we hear it. We hear a producer talking to Claymore and telling him that they're going to quit the show.
Hmm.
It's a sinking ship. A lot of overtime, no overtime pay, and optically, he doesn't want to be connected with the show anymore. So things aren't looking good for this production at all.
Um, I wonder if you heard what I heard.
Oh.
Because I have now a conspiracy theory.
Ooh, I love this.
Because to me, that producer sounded a lot like Miss Puddin'.
Really?
Mhm. Now I could be wrong, but that when I was listening, I was like, "Is that good?
Hmm.
That sounds like." And a lot of overtime. What you mean overtime? Oh, because overtime, you doing double the work? Miss Puddin', is that what's happening right now?
Hmm. That would
Oh
be very
no,
interesting.
it sounded like it to me. I was like, "Well, I could be wrong.
Okay.
Just my theory."
Well, we might find out next week because there's a high likelihood that
Yeah.
next week is our finale.
Yeah.
We knew before the season even started, it was confirmed for 6 episodes, but we didn't know beyond that.
Right.
So next week is episode 6.
I think we'll find all should be revealed next week, I
Hmm.
think.
Well, I hope we see some people back. I've especially been missing Silky since she's been gone the past couple episodes.
Me too.
She might be busy doing Slaycation. Who knows?
Probably.
Yeah.
But
But I think that about does it for this episode, huh?
yeah, I think so. We again have gone longer than the actual episode, so I think it's time for us to get out of here, or we will start embarrassing ourselves
Hmm.
for talking way longer than the actual episode. So
We don't want to go double the time of the episode.
right, that will be wild. But thank you guys for watching. We appreciate you spending the time listening to us talk about Drag House Rules, and we want to know what you think about the show. Let us know what you who you missing or what you think is going on. Am I completely off base with my conspiracy theory? Or is Juju gonna win, or is Rockham just gonna win because she's not left the house?
Mhm.
Y'all let us know what
And
y'all
what's
think.
Ananova?
What is Ananova? Like, hello, we don't know. Let us know in the comments below. Follow us on this channel and all of our other channels. All the links will be in the description below, as well as our audio podcast links, our Patreon, our socials at The Cut Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. You can follow David and myself on those platforms as well. And our Instagrams are there. So check us out over there on all of those things. And uh, get your merch at lanagcreations.etsy.com. That link will be in the description below. And we're going to get out of here because, like I said, we do not want to embarrass ourselves by being
Mm-mm.
here much longer than the actual episode. So, cheers, you guys.
Cheers.
Cheers. Bye.